In today's YouTube video, we are going to be taking a look at our brand new radiator protective grill for the Kawasaki Z900. Huge shout out to my little brother Skippy for helping me out with the design and everything and figuring out the best solutions for the install. What's up everyone, this is Bill with BLR Tuning. You guys know what time it is. Today's watch is an Invicta Beavis and Butthead model designed by Mike Judge. You see it's got Beavis and Butthead all over it. From a distance, it just looks like a black and white kind of camo watch, but when you look up close, Beavis and Butthead. Anyway, really cool little timepiece there. Today, I'm excited to release this brand new product from BLR Tuning. This is our radiator protective grill for the Kawasaki Z900. So this will fit 17 and up. Kawasaki Z900 comes with the painted grill. We have a lot of different colors. You'll see a link in the description below this video. On our website, it's blrtuning.co. It comes with stainless steel hardware. Comes with these neoprene washers. We have some hardware here assembled so you can see. Neoprene washer goes in between the radiator and the bike, or the grill and the bike. And then a washer on the outside, washer on the other side. And a stainless steel lock nut. So this requires an 8mm wrench and a 3mm Allen. And then you'll need a 10mm socket to lower the radiator. So I found that that's the easiest way to do this install. You can take the plastic off to get to the upper bolt holes in that front radiator. There's brackets on these bikes from the factory, so we're just utilizing those factory brackets. You can take the plastics off each side and do it that way, but I'm going to show you guys an easy way to do it. I can put one of these on in like 10 minutes. So really easy install. 10mm socket, 3mm Allen, 8mm socket, or open end wrench. Okay, that's what you need to do the install. You'll find your hardware bag will be in there. We have lots of different colors here. I'll show up close. Hopefully the camera can kind of pick up this color, but this is our gloss red. Looks really good on the red color that Kawasaki uses for the Z900, and you can see the gloss red there. And then this is our gloss blue. So you'll see this matches some of the parts on my bike. That's the gloss blue that we use. Okay, and then we have probably the fan favorite, matte black. You can black the whole thing out. And this stuff is a heavy gauge steel. It's painted and baked in an oven for 72 hours before it ships out. We always use priority shipping when we ship stuff out. It's all included in the price, so you won't see any hidden fees or anything like that on our website. You can go check them out, blrtuning.co. So again, there'll be a link in the description below. Fits 17 and up, Kawasaki Z900, the Z900 SE, the Z900 ABS. Okay, and it does come with stainless steel hardware. We'll go out here, I'll install it. If you look at our website, you'll be able to see some photos of different colors. We have quite a few colors to pick from. Orange, white, purple, pink. We have gloss green, gloss teal. So there's, I'm probably missing a couple, but there is a lot of colors on there. Yellow, so you can check it out. And then that matte black. So we'll go out here. I'll show you how it installs and how to drop the radiator. It's really simple on these bikes. And then I'll install each one and just kind of show you guys what it looks like, a little walk around. And then the final one that we're going to leave on the bike will be the blue. And then I'll show you guys a little walk around here at the end of the video. Okay guys, so here is our 2022 Kawasaki Z900. This is Monster. You guys may have seen it if you follow the channel. So shop bike. So you can see here's the radiator. Okay, so we are going to be using the tabs that are down here on both sides. And then there's one up here. It's right behind this panel right here. So to get to it, you need to take this panel off and then this panel off, and you can get straight to it and get back there with a wrench. Or there's an easier way. Okay, this bolt here, there's the same bolt on the other side. You pull those out all the way, and then you come down here, right there. You'll see a bolt head on the other side, and this is the threaded side. Pull that bolt out. Put something over your fender like a towel so you don't scratch your fender up. Okay, you can see here on the other side of the bike. So now I'm on the right side of the bike if you're sitting on it. This is a 10mm bolt. 10mm bolt. The radiator will pull forward and drop down enough to where you can get to these holes that are up here and install your radiator grill. So you're gonna, the best way to do it I found is we will set it up here. We'll install the hardware here, just barely thread it on. So we'll just thread the nut on so it's sitting on there. Then we'll pull our bolts out. We'll drop the radiator down and forward a little bit, install the upper hardware, tighten down the upper hardware, get the radiator back on, and then we will tighten down the bottom hardware. Pretty simple, takes like 10 minutes to install this. Okay, we tried to come up with the easiest solution for the install. Obviously, taking the plastics off, you can do that. Takes a little bit more time. But if you already have it off, you're working on the bike, then that would be the time to install this radiator grill. So let me show you real quick before we go back out to the bike. It'll be easier to see in here than it is out there against the black background on the bike. The way the hardware installs, it'll go your stainless steel bolt, washer, neoprene washer, and then that'll go through the bracket on the radiator, like so. And then you'll go stainless steel washer, and then the nylon lock nut. Okay. And you don't got to crank it down super tight, but we do have neoprene in there, so you want to just go down just until you squish that neoprene. Once you feel it butt up, the neoprene tighten up, that's it. That's where it goes. This will offer you some protection against any road debris and stuff like that, rocks, gravel hitting that radiator. This is designed, it's a nice thick steel, but it's also designed to flex. So that way it can reflect rocks and debris off of it. The center of the grill, you know, this area takes the brunt of the hit and deflects the rocks and stuff off of it so it doesn't damage the radiator or those brackets that it's bolted to. Okay, so really clever design. We've done this for quite a few bikes. Okay guys, so here we go. This is with the gloss red. So you can see how sharp that looks on there. So if you got a red and black scheme, something like that, this is gonna look really amazing on there. Okay, so here we got the matte black installed. Obviously the bike's dirty, it's fine, we ride it. So you can see there how the matte black looks. I'm sure matte black's gonna be really popular. It's one of our most popular grill colors that we sell out of all the grills we carry, is that matte black. So it's a flat black, looks really sharp, matches the rest of the bike really good. We could honestly just leave it like that on this bike. Probably look pretty nice, but we are gonna go with the blue to match the rest of the bike. Then we got these carbon panels on the way. They'll be here any day now. So that is the matte black. The other thing to remember when you're doing your install is that it doesn't matter front or back, bottom or top. It doesn't matter which direction or orientation you install the grill. It's the same, both sides, top and bottom. So it'll fit no matter what. Now we're going to install the blue grill. This is the one that's going to stay on the bike, and you'll see I have the camera focused in. This bolt right here, that's the one that needs to come out. That's on the left side if you're sitting on the bike. Pretty straightforward, and it does have a rubber grommet, so when you tighten it back down, there's no need to over tighten it or anything. If you want to avoid scratching this plastic, put some tape up there. We don't care because we're getting rid of that. So this bolt here has got to come out. These are just 10mm. Okay, so we'll set that aside. And now we're going to install our grill and put the bolts in down at the bottom and just leave it loose. And then we're going to hop over to the other side. Okay, so now we're going to set our grill up there, and we're going to go after that lower bolt on this side first. And like I said, put a rag up here on your fender so you don't scratch it, and turn the wheel just slightly towards the direction you're working on. And that'll get the fender out of your way of tightening up your wrench. So we're going to take our stainless steel washer and the bolt. We're going to put it through. We're going to slide our neoprene washer through. Okay. We're going to slide that in there. And then we are carefully going to make sure that this grill goes all the way up to where those upper holes are. Okay. And then we're going to line it up in this hole down here on this side. We need to make sure that it can sit all the way up. And it should line up somewhere towards the middle of the diamonds. These diamond pattern makes it so that way any manufacturer's defect or any adjustment in the metal that we're using. It'll fit no matter what. So you just want to try to line them up the same on each side. That's the main goal here. Okay, so like I said, we're going to put this on loose. Okay, and then we should be able to slowly let it go, and it should stay there. We'll hop to the other side and get the bolt in on the other side. And again, we're going to turn the wheel slowly this way. You can do this on the kickstand. The bike is up on a race stand right now, but you can do it on the kickstand. You don't have to have a race stand to do this. Here you can see the other side. This is the right side if we're sitting on the bike. And again, we have our standstill washer and a bolt. And our neoprene washer needs to go behind the grill. That's why we left that side loose. Easier to do the install like that. There we go. Okay, so we're just throwing that on there by hand. Now, we are going to remove this upper bolt. And remember, this radiator is going to come loose, but it has hoses and stuff connected to it. You don't need to unconnect any of those. Okay, we're going to drop it just enough to be able to get behind there. So once we got that upper bolt out, it's being held up by this bracket over here on the right side. You'll see a bolt. That's a 10mm bolt also. We're going to pull that bolt out last. Okay, you guys are going to have to bear with me. I'm trying to get the best camera angle, so I'm zoomed in a little bit. I want you guys to see what that's like when I get that drop down and we get our next set of bolts in there. So we need to have all of our hardware accessible. So I've got a bucket here with our hardware on it. And then we're going to need our 3mm Allen and our socket, all of our tools. Okay, so we're going to need all that accessible. And like I said, we're going to get back here and we're going to remove this upper bolt first. Okay, pretty straightforward. Take this upper bolt out. Remember, that radiator is going to want to kind of roll forward a little, and that's fine. We can actually turn the wheel straight. So there's our bolt. Now, it's just held up by the bracket underneath on the bottom. So hopefully my big head ain't in the way. But we're just going to pull this bolt all the way out. That way the radiator can drop. Then when we go to put it back in, we're going to put that bolt in first, and that'll hold the radiator up while we get those other bolts back in when we're done here. Okay, so remember, the radiator is grill. The grill is loose right now. Okay, so there it goes. It's on a shoulder washer. Don't lose that shoulder washer. These bolts, they are all the same. So don't worry about mixing them up. Okay, and remember, you got your horn bracket right here. It loosens from underneath if you need to get it out of your way, but you will see that the radiator has already dropped enough. You do have the filler cap up here, so if you get it past the filler cap, it'll come out on this side. You can work on this side right here. So now we're going to go our bolt, stainless steel washer. So now we're going to get back here and get our neoprene washer in place, feed our bolt through. Now we need a washer and nut on the back side. This is where that open end wrench is going to come in handy. You can also put tape on your wrench, so your wrench will hold on to this nut on the back side. Probably seen me use that little method on a few other videos too, but I was able to get it there. So now we got that one in. We can now butt this one up, and we'll just make sure we don't scratch our brand new grill. Turn that, get it out of our way. We're going to get back here with our wrench, and then we got our 3mm Allen. You can use a socket. In this scenario right here, we're real close to the forks, so a socket might be the better way to go, because you definitely don't want to scar up your forks. And remember, we're just trying to line this up so it's kind of in the middle. So we'll fix that alignment there. There we go. It's kind of where I want it. And just go until you see that neoprene squish. Over tighten it. Remember that neoprene is there as a cushion and to stop vibration. Okay, so there's that. That side is done. We'll hop over to the other side and get it installed. So you've seen there how I dropped the radiator, got my upper bolts snug. Now we can put the radiator back in place, get it all bolt down securely. Like I said, if you do that lower one first, it'll hold it up there. Then you can just push it back and line up those other ones and get them both in. Don't forget that lower bolt is has a shoulder washer with it. And then we can tighten down our bottom ones. Those are easy to get to. So let me get that done and then I'll show you guys what everything looks like. Okay guys, so as you can see, we got our gloss blue radiator grill installed. Once we get this carbon on here and get this denim out of here, and it'll be debadged, it is gonna look amazing. Okay, so you can see all installed, stainless steel hardware, not gonna rust. Uses those nylon lock nuts, so you don't gotta use blue Loctite. They're not gonna come loose on you while you're riding. And then you got that neoprene cushion in there. So there's not gonna be any vibration, no chatter. It's not actually up against our actual radiator. So you're not gonna have any chatter from it when you're riding. Really clean, fits perfect, easy to install. Like I said, if you drop that radiator down, way easier than taking off all the plastic. Okay, so that is our radiator protective grill for the Kawasaki Z900. Fits 17 and up. You can go check it out. Link in the description below, blrtuning.co. Like I said, lots of colors available. You can really color match whatever color scheme you're going with, or you can always go with good old matte black. Anyway, I'm Bill with BLR Tuning. Thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to subscribe. Helps out tremendously. Peace.